Who are you? Imagine you finally found a career that you feel like was exactly where you were supposed to be. You tried different paths before, but when you found this one, something just clicked. You knew it without a doubt. This was what you were meant to do. Therefore, you gave it everything you got. You put everything on the table. Where other people saw problems, you saw opportunities. When your manager asked, who wants to take this on? Your hand was the first to go up, not because you were trying to prove something to everyone else, but because you wanted to prove something to yourself. You were curious, curious about what you can learn, curious about what you're capable of, curious about whether you could lead something you had never led before. Then one day, your manager asks if you have a few minutes to talk. You walk into the office, something feels different. The conversation doesn't begin with the way it normally does. The tone feels heavier. The posture feels different. For a moment, you tell yourself, maybe I'm just overthinking this. But then you hear those words. Due to budget cuts, we've made the difficult decision to eliminate your position. This has nothing to do with your performance. We're simply moving in a different direction. In that moment, it feels like time just slowed down. You hear the words, but they don't really fully register. It's almost as if your heart, it just dropped in your lap. Therefore, your mind immediately starts searching for answers. What could I have done differently? Was I really good enough? What am I supposed to do now? And without even realizing it, you begin grieving something much deeper than a paycheck. You begin grieving the identity you built around your title. I know that feeling because this wasn't a hypothetical story. It actually happened to me years ago. I sat in that very chair listening to those very kind of words. And here's the part that hurt the most. I was actually training the very people who eventually replaced me. Mm, yeah, that hurt. For a long time, I thought that was the deepest wound. But looking back, realized that wasn't what hurt the most. What hurt the most was believing that if I wasn't a project manager anymore, then who was I? It wasn't until much later, after stepping into new opportunities, even making decisions to begin reselling on platforms like eBay and whatnot, that something unexpected happened. People probably thought I was changing careers. I didn't see it that way. For the first time in my life, I realized project management had never defined me. It was simply one way I expressed who I already was. Whether I'm leading a enterprise transformation, teaching, coaching, writing books, or even speaking on stage, or even just selling on platforms, I'm still doing the same thing. I'm solving problems. I'm creating value. I'm building relationships. I'm learning, leading, and expressing change. The identity didn't. And the realization set me free like a bird.